So Phineas said if I wanted to know about Navajo women, I should come to a sweat. I didn't even know what a sweat was. She told me to wear a skirt and be on time. Rosemary, the midwife I worked for, nudged me to go. My prior knowledge of Navajo culture had come mostly from books. I was on the reservation to help the hospital's non-native midwives gather patient feedback. They'd been using generic surveys, not effective. So I decided to hold a series of women's health talking circles. The first one went okay. There were just a few participants, and I felt unsure. The hospital was willing to sustain the project, but only if the second talking circle was better. I was handing out talking circle flyers at the flea market when I met Sophia. She was a nurse at the hospital and eager to help, but I wondered, would the others accept me into their sacred space? I got to the sweat lodge at sunset. I told the woman tending the fiery rocks that Sophia had invited me. She gave me a nod, and I crouched through the flap into a dome made of sticks and heavy canvas. It was pitch black inside. We went around the circle, telling our stories. They talked about estranged children, addiction battles, and violence. When it was my turn, I was surprised to find myself talking not about the project, but about the women in my family. My grandma Queenie raised 6 daughters on a Midwestern recipe of laughter, tenacity, and caffeine. Our family's natural state is in Queenie's living room, everyone in pajamas and pink lipstick, sipping on coffee from a steamy pot that brews all day. They'd talk about relationships, fears, old family wounds, and fights. These stories used to scare me. I wasn't sure if the women I loved so much could deal with the burdens they faced. In the sweat, we prayed and sang. I didn't know how to pray, but I tried. I prayed for my family, and for Devion, the 13-year-old at the hospital, due to give birth any day, and for Rosemary, the wrinkly midwife who'd been catching babies for 35 years. And I sweat. I let my worries, old and new, evaporate with the steam. I thought I might pass out even, but the old woman beside me found my arm in the darkness and patted it. We exited the hut and shared water from a ladle. My hair smelled like cedar and sage. The next talking circle did go well. Many women showed up and shared their health stories. They already knew how to heal, and so did the women in my family.